Certainly. It was a beautiful day outside today. The sun was shining. It was warm for the most part. Over in Superior, still felt like the tail end of winter. One of my favorite spring sports here in the Northland, high school lacrosse. Tonight we had a classic border battle, the Superior Spartans hosting the Duluth Wolfpack. Let's start in the first quarter. Midfielder Lucas Fedora gets us going. He moves through that Spartans defense like a hot knife through butter, finding Twine for the opening goal and the early lead. Now in a fast break, Leaf Turpin receives the pass in motion, fires that twisted wrister that beats the tender. He doubles the damage to 2-0. And out of that sunlight comes Brody Goldsworthy. He'll set up Turpin for his second goal of the quarter. Three's company now for the Wolfpack. Duluth remains undefeated on the season, takes home the border battle victory with a 13-3 win over the Spartans.